Today is Friday, July 2nd. Welcome to this edition of Nevada County Now. Today's episode, we're talking drought, Delta variant, July 4th, and more. Hello and welcome to Nevada County Now. I'm your host, Cole Pettit. Continues to be hot and dry with not much optimism for significant change anytime soon. All the way back on May 10th, Governor Newsom issued a second proclamation of a state of emergency due to drought, observing a historic and unanticipated depletion of the expected snowpack runoff, and declaring drought emergency in 41 counties, including Nevada, Placer, and Yuba counties. Since then, our local jurisdictions, Grass Valley and Nevada City, have enacted water restriction policies, followed just yesterday by NID. Earlier this week, I spoke with Tim Kiser, Grass Valley's city manager, to find out about their restrictions. So we're here to talk about water, or maybe better phrased, lack of water at the moment, and the new resolution that the city has put through. Can you start us out with just kind of walking us through and telling us what the new regulations are?
On Tuesday, the 22nd, our council took action to do two things. They, one, declared a state of emergency due to the drought, which is mostly a symbolic step in case if funding comes available for us to go after. And then the second thing is they approved a resolution mandating a 20% reduction for all city customers. That includes the city facilities ourselves. Some of the things that the council approved are fairly simple. Don't water concrete, don't water your sidewalks, make sure your sprinklers are adjusted correctly, don't water between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. This isn't the first time we've gone through this. We've had a drought before. So we find that education is the best, and the majority of the people want to actually try to conserve water and be good stewards of water. They know the value of that up in our community, especially, with fires and those kind of things, how important water is. So we do a heavy on the education. We've got our webpage open, basically with different links on it to how to save water and do different things and make suggestions on how people can meet the 20% mandated requirements. We'll be doing a Facebook campaign to let people know. We'll be doing mailers in all of our bills, doing bill messages probably for the next couple months and bills just to make sure people are aware. And at this time, then, we've also kind of put our public works employees kind of on the outlook, the watch. One of the other big things is to have people call us, especially like if they see a island or something in the street where water is spraying out into the street or something. A lot of the sprinklers go off at 4 a.m, 5 a.m, and staff doesn't realize until we test them maybe once a month. So finding those kind of things and getting those fixed are important. And that's one of the things council was concerned with too, is that people try to nicely communicate with your neighbor because they may not be aware that they have a broken sprinkler. And by just fixing that sprinkler, that would potentially save, a significant amount of water. The other major step the city will be taking is on our drinking water and our distribution system, that we're committed to repairing all leaks within 24 hours and not allowing, water just to be wasted due to a leak. It will require a lot of work on our end, but when you're asking our community to step up and conserve water by 20%, we as the city need to do our fair share and probably more. So,
all right. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk with us today, Tim.
Real good. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Tim. As I said earlier, just yesterday, NID voted to take some very similar steps with regard to water-saving measures. Some of those will include mandatory water usage reduction of 20%, limited outdoor watering to 3 days per week. Watering shall be limited to early morning before 10 a.m. and late evening after 9 p.m. You can view the full resolution as well as getting some tips on water conservation by visiting nidwater.com. We've seen an increase of 31 COVID-19 cases since last week, bringing our total to 4,967 confirmed cases. 49 cases are currently active with 7 hospitalizations, and the death toll remains at 75. Nevada County Public Health announced yesterday that the significantly more contagious COVID-19 Delta variant has been found in Nevada County. 6 cases were reported to Nevada County Public Health on June 30th. The specimens were collected between June 3rd and June 15th, indicating that the Delta variant has been circulating in the county for at least 4 weeks. Here with more on the Delta variant, as well as additional news from the county, is Taylor Wolfe, Public Information Officer for the County of Nevada.
Happy Friday and 4th of July weekend, everyone. For today's Nevada County update, I'll be going over the latest on COVID and vaccinations, tips on how to have a fun and safe 4th of July, and our expanded hours at the recently renovated Penn Valley Library branch. COVID transmission rates are continuing to stay relatively low compared to last winter and early spring, with the same average of 4.5 cases daily as we had last week. However, our Nevada County Public Health Department just received notification that we have 6 confirmed cases of the Delta variant throughout Nevada County. The Delta variant originated in India, is more transmissible than the original virus, and is anticipated to become the most common variant in the U.S. Vaccines have been shown to be highly effective against this more transmissible Delta variant and are widely available in Nevada County through myturn.ca.gov. Although the local demand for vaccine has been slowing down significantly, and many clinics, including our own Whispering Pines Clinic, are scaling back their hours, just over 60% of adults have received at least 1 dose of the COVID-19 vaccine, and over 50% of residents 12 and older are fully vaccinated. myturn.ca.gov continues to be the one-stop shop to find the nearest walk-in vaccine clinic or to make your vaccine appointment. Our Nevada County Reach team will also work with local businesses to vaccinate their staff, in addition to providing in-home vaccinations requested through MyTurn. Business owners interested in scheduling a vaccination event for their employees can submit a request at mynevadacounty.com/bizvax, and that's BIZVAX. 4th of July weekend is here, and with fire season beginning much earlier this year, our Office of Emergency Services has a few tips to enjoy your holiday weekend safely. All personal fireworks are illegal in Nevada County. Please only enjoy the planned and permitted firework events that are happening in our community, and if you see anyone transporting or using fireworks without a valid use permit, please notify local law enforcement. Make sure you properly put out any cigarettes, matches, or legal campfires, and always check with your campgrounds if campfires are allowed at that campground. When barbecuing, make sure your charcoal or propane grill is properly working and never throw hot charcoal briquettes in the trash can. If you are traveling, please make sure you don't drag vehicle chains that could create sparks. Nevada County, like much of our state, is under extreme drought. Be mindful of your water use and consider the effect of drought on fire behavior. 2 easy ways to prepare for this year's fire season are to know your zone and sign up for Code Red emergency alerts. Learn more at readynevadacounty.org. Last but not least, our newly renovated Penn Valley Library is launching a creative new approach to expanding their hours. Penn Valley has begun offering access to patrons without library staff present using the Open Plus Access system. Library card holders who are 18 and older can complete an orientation to access the library with their library card during the extended hours, which includes some weekend hours. The Open Plus system will add an additional of 14 hours of operation at the Penn Valley Library branch each week. Our summer learning program continues into its 4th week next week, and there is still time to sign up and participate in our summer learning program. Next week, the program explores Japan with 3 themed adventure bags and programming. Learn more at mynevadacounty.com/library. That's it for my Nevada County update this week. Find all this information and more by subscribing to our weekly newsletter at mynevadacounty.com/Nevada County News. Hope everyone tuning in has a safe and fun 4th of July weekend.
Thanks, Taylor. Now, as Taylor touched on, this weekend is the 4th of July, and many of us will be celebrating. But it's important to do so safely. One thing you may overlook, however, is cleaning up responsibly. Shavati Karki-Pearl, Public Sector Manager for Waste Management, is here to tell us how to properly dispose of our celebratory waste.
There's a lot going on, and I have an important public service announcement to go with the 4th of July celebrations.
Okay, well, perfect. Why don't you jump right into it then?
All right. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about the care that we need to take about what we throw into our trash, because knowingly, mostly unknowingly, we can cause a lot of damage due to fires. Fire is the topmost topic in our minds in this great heat that we're experiencing this summer. And I want people to be aware that what they throw into their trash might be a potential for a fire in our garbage trucks. And this recently happened last week, where one of our trucks started smoking. The driver pulled over. There was a small fire that was contained very quickly. And when they investigated, they found that it was a simple electronic device that all of us use, a little portable speaker with a battery inside. People should remember that when we throw garbage in, with the heat and the compression that happens in the trash, in the garbage trucks, it's a very good environment for sparks to fly, for chemicals to mix in, and for there to be flammable items that can cause a little explosion even. I want to start with the 4th of July. A lot of you are having barbecues, and a big fire stimulant is your coal. So when you are doing your barbecue, make sure do not dispose of coals. It's absolutely okay to throw them in your trash, but do not dispose of them until you've kept it for a few days and made sure that it's completely turned off. If you need to, put it in a metal can, put it in water. That way you can be 100% sure that there are no embers left in there. Batteries, even small lithium batteries, could create, a flash. That's all that's needed. A little spark is all that's needed to cause a fire. So when you have your kids' toys, you might forget that it has batteries before you're throwing it out. So make sure you empty it out, pull it out. The transfer station will be closed. We have 3 transfer stations: McCourtney Road, North San Juan, and Washington. All 3 will be closed for 4th of July, and then they will reopen on the next working day. So McCourtney Road, opens on Wednesday, and the Washington and North San Juan will be open the following day. So that's all I want to say. I want people to have a really good holiday. Enjoy your barbecue. Just don't barbecue the trucks. And also, I wanted to mention that the Waste Management truck will be out at the 4th of July parade. So I hope you're there and wave out to our driver. And our driver is going to be bringing along his very enthusiastic little 3-year-old daughter to drive in the truck in her little car seat and wave out at the participants. So please be there and join us all in the celebrations.
Thanks, Shavati. There's certainly going to be plenty of activities to participate in this weekend, from a pancake breakfast, parade, and fireworks. But if you're looking to get out of town and enjoy the outdoors, this Saturday is the first of 2 free fishing days in California where no sport fishing license is needed. The California Department of Fish and Wildlife offers 2 free fishing days each year, typically around the 4th of July and Labor Day weekends, when it's legal to fish without any license. California's second free fishing day will take place Saturday, September 4th. To fish the rest of the year, obviously a license is required, and they're available for purchase online through the California Department of Fish and Wildlife's website. This July 3rd fishing day arrives as California's fishing seasons are in full swing statewide. California's recreational ocean salmon season is now open from Monterey Bay, north to the Oregon border. Trout seasons are open statewide, and the summer months offer some of the best fishing for warm water species, such as black bass, catfish, and bluegill. All fishing regulations, such as bag and size limit, Gear restrictions, report card requirements, fishing hours, and stream closures remain in effect on these free fishing days. Anglers must have an appropriate report card if they're fishing for steelhead or sturgeon anywhere in the state, or salmon in the Smith and Klamath Trinity River systems. Anglers can review the sport fishing regulations online at wildlife.ca.gov/regulations. Whatever you get up to this weekend, we wish you all the best and hope you will celebrate responsibly. I know I'll be barbecuing and spending some time with my family and maybe even catching the fireworks. We'll leave you tonight with some clips from the virtual parade we filmed last year. And remember, stay safe, take care of each other. We'll see you next week.
Hi, I'm Wendy Hawkins.
Hi, I'm John Voorhees. Welcome to Nevada City's 4th of July parade and celebration. And that's a wrap. See you next year. One of us will be back.